here with Rola Dagher. You are the president of Cisco Systems Canada.
Yes, I
in
am.
the bold power suit today.
Thank
I like
you.
it. I love this look on you. You look fantastic.
Thank you so much.
So we're excited about today, yeah?
Yeah, very excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I want to know, how did you become involved in promoting mental health? Because you're speaking today, actually.
Yes, I am.
At first glance, I wouldn't expect the president of a major corporation to be speaking on mental health at a summit like this.
Yes.
So how did this all come about?
It's amazing certain things happen in your life for a reason, and you meet people in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I was so blessed to work for an organization like Cisco that storytelling is so powerful, and it started really early for me. I come from a background where I was born and raised in a war zone, bomb shelter most of my life, and you see so much trauma, but mental health wasn't something that anyone could talk about. And when it hits you really hard, when you see your loved ones suffering from it, my son at 18 years old, his best friend hung himself in a dorm room. One of my family members is struggling so bad of it. You look and you say, it's amazing. Being a leader is not just about a position, it's about an action. And I felt I had to do something. And I reached out to our CEO and our Chief People Officer, Fran, and told the story about us as a technology company. We're in a position today where technology is impacting human progress. Why can't we do something with it? So that is absolutely how the conversation started.
And you're speaking here today. How does it feel to have the support of Cisco, such a huge organization, speaking on something that's a little bit touchy for some? How good does that feel to be supported like that?
It feels amazing. At the beginning, I have to tell you, it's very uncomfortable because you're vulnerable and you feel like, wow, I just started at Cisco 2 years ago, but when I brought the conversation up, it was only a year. But comfort and growth don't coexist in my books, and what you see is what you get. And for me, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I wanted to take a shot that could make a big, huge impact. And it's so rewarding on so many levels. And to me, mission accomplished. That's all I wanted, is if my story can inspire another woman, another person to go out there and tell the story to make a difference, that's all I'm looking for.
Does this surprise you, the reaction that you've gotten there, and then just whenever you share your story? My first book came out this last year, and I shared my personal suicide story in it.
Yeah.
And that took place just in 2016.
Wow.
And working in entertainment, I wasn't ready to share that part of my life for so long.
Yeah.
But every time I do share it, I'm overwhelmed by the response, because it seems that people want to have conversations on mental health. There just aren't spaces. So are you surprised every time that you bring up this sort of conversation, or are you comfortable in the fact that you know people need to have this conversation right now?
At the beginning, I was so overwhelmed, and I have to tell you the truth that I actually had to go hide and cry because I couldn't believe this conversation was something that everybody was hungry for. And I had no idea how to react to the amount of emails we got and responses and people reaching out, like thousands.
There's a lot of responsibility in reacting to those as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And you have to know how to actually handle the conversation, because you're not a psychiatrist, you're not a psychologist, you're telling a story that is actually going to make a difference, and you're just there. And I found that listening was everything that these people wanted. I mean, for me, going through it myself with my family, and me as someone that was, married at 15 years old and gone through so much trauma and drama in my life, and going through divorce and cancer, but you never know how strong you are until being strong is the only option you had. It was such an amazing feeling to be able to give back through that story. So yes, it's uncomfortable, but I loved every minute of it. And today, I want to tell more and more and more of the story and share, so people out there feel empowered. And that's what we found at Cisco, that between Chuck and Fran, they just empowered us.
Yeah.
They just continue to empower people to feel it's okay not to be okay.
Isn't it incredible how much healing comes from just sharing your story?
Absolutely. And the biggest healing is when you're broken, to open up about it.
It's the hardest thing to do, but if you take that leap of faith, the other
Absolutely.
side is so beautiful.
Absolutely.
Now, I want to know about some initiatives you're involved with in your organization at Cisco involving mental health.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we started mental health seminars internally at Cisco. So every quarter we have a mental health specialist comes in and talk to us about, especially around youth. And it's pretty sad to hear that between the age of 15 and 24 are most impacted. 1 in every 5 Canadians, and I know in the US 1 in every 4 Americans is impacted by mental health. So we started that, and the amount of reaction and the overwhelming reaction we got from the employees is amazing. We also have a Connected Women organization that especially for women, we go and have a storytelling event where people feel comfortable. At the beginning, people are really cautious and uncomfortable, but when they see other people talking, they talk about it. And the third big thing, which is amazing for Canadians, for us specifically, is we actually implemented an extended health benefit where it allows employees an additional $25,000 a year. So let me repeat, $25,000 a year, which is equivalent to 150 sessions a year for any employees in Canada, for psychologists and psychiatrists. And organizations in Canada are struggling to go from 1,000 to 2,000. Wow. So imagine that. And just more of me being out there and speaking about mental health in big events. I just came from Ottawa yesterday, where we got awarded the best workplace to work for mental health, and we just got another award for mental health, the best place organization for youth, for people, for mental health. So to me, this is the proudest moment of me being a leader, and it's all around how the culture and the people that help you get to where you are as a leader and be able to do something like that.
Well, it sounds like you've earned the right to wear the power suit.
Thank
You've been through so much, and you've shared so much, and
Thank you
it's
so much.
impactful. I travel the country speaking on mental health and my personal story, sharing it and encouraging others to share theirs. So anytime I get to meet somebody like you, I'm really just, it fires me up.
That's
it reminds
amazing.
me that what I'm doing is right, and I want you to know the same thing, person to person. You're helping humanity, and that is so beautiful.
Thank you.
So,
keep telling your story, and guess what? I'm going to have you in Canada to come and tell your story.
I would love that.
Are you up for it? I
would
promise
love that.
not to bring you in January when it's minus 40.
I grew up in Ohio. I can handle cold.
Oh, there you
I
go.
kind of like cold.
That's awesome.
If there's an opportunity to have a conversation, I will come there any month of the year for you.
Bring your Canada Goose jacket with you. And it's so great to
Good luck
talk
speaking
to you.
today.
Thank you
I can't
so
wait to hear your
much.
talk.
Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank
You guys stick around. We have more interviews.